Brash, consistent, prolific, and dedicated. This is Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Back by popular demand, the TNA Impact Wrestling review. If this gets enough views and comments and feedback, I will continue to do this on a weekly basis as long as you want it and you crave it. It would start off with Eric Young in Abyss with a wild brawl backstage, and it would kick off the Impact Wrestling. A pipe would be used, cheers, the concrete floor would come into play. This was a grueling match from beginning to end. This was what was one of the matches of the night. A top rope powerbomb through thumbtacks. Now, we haven't seen thumbtacks used in quite some time. Janice would actually make a comeback, but before Janice could get used, Eric Young would take the mask off of Abyss and reveal that it was actually Joseph Park, which we pretty much all knew all along. Abyss would then pick up the victory with the Black Hole Slam in a match that I would say was 4 out of 5 stars. MVP, the new investor, would come out and say that there was change coming for TNA Impact Wrestling. He says that he loves pro wrestling and that he's a pro wrestler, and he could not stand by and watch TNA Impact get run down. He states that the time for change is now. He says mismanagement and bad decisions has put TNA down, and he has seen enough. Rockstar Spud would come out and interrupt, but MVP would own Spud on this occasion. Bully Ray would then cut a good promo backstage on Ken Anderson. So pretty much a good start to TNA Impact Wrestling, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is only the beginning, only the start. Up next with Bully Ray and Ken Anderson, this feud has reached another high, ladies and gentlemen, because it would be the Curry Man. Who the hell? I guess I haven't been watching TNA in a while. Who the hell is the King of Spice? Anyhow, he would come out and Bully Ray would interrupt. Bully Ray would lay into Curry Man, hitting a violent pile driver on him and putting him inside the casket. Now, in my opinion, this was an effective segment, sending a message to Ken Anderson. 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I think we may have just seen the King of Spice's career blow up in smoke. Now up next, Austin Aries would make an appearance, and he would get a great reception, awesome respect shown by the crowd. Aries says that he will repeat history, but before we could get into what he wanted to say, Bromance would intrude on the festivities, and then Zema Ion would lead an attack from behind on Austin Aries, and he cashed in the briefcase. He tried to target in. He tried to channel the emotion and take advantage of a great opportunity. But when push came to shove, Austin Aries ultimately overcame the odds and defeated Zema Ion. So this was chaotic. I didn't know what the hell was going to happen here. This was unexpected. And like I said, I haven't watched TNA Impact in a hell of a long time, so I'm trying to get caught up, trying to notice what the hell's going on here. But this, all in all, was a good segment and a good match, and swerve I did not see coming. Austin Aries, like I said, gets the victory, but boy, Zema Ion almost became the ultimate opportunist in this one. So Zema Ion, maybe next time. And up next, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Magnus, go one-on-one with Kurt Angle. Now, this was a short match. We didn't really get to see the fullest potential of what these two superstars could do, because EC3, Ethan Carter, would attack Angle from behind and target Angle's leg. Not only would he target it, but he would hit it with a steel chair, and then he would inflict more damage, pain, and punishment on Kurt Angle to the point where Kurt Angle could not walk out on his own power, and he had to be stretchered out of the arena. So Ethan Carter making his presence well known in this outing. I'd give this about 3.5 stars, as it does further the reputation of Ethan Carter and pretty much shows that if he has to go to that place, he will definitely go there, but there will be hell to pay, because I guarantee Kurt Angle will remember this beatdown, and Ethan Carter may want to have eyes in the back of his head. And then Velvet Sky would be hoaxed into marrying Chris Sabin. It was fake. It was a facade. It was a work. And Chris Sabin just did this to embarrass Velvet Sky even further, even challenging her to a match next week. Can you imagine the gall? Can you imagine the nerve of one Chris Sabin? But this was, good as it develops in the storyline and what is going on and what is going to transcend between these two. The evening's main event would see what was pretty good back and forth match, seesaw match that could have went either way, but Samoa Joe comes away with the victory over Bobby Roode. But like I said, great effort by Bobby Roode. A match that I would say wasn't the match of the night. I'd give that match of the night to the first match we saw with Abyss, going one-on-one with none other than Eric Young. See, this is how out of touch I am with TNA, ladies and gentlemen, because that was embarrassing. That was bad. That was horrible. This is. You can tell I haven't been watching TNA in a long damn time. That was the biggest fail of YouTube right there. But all in all, this was a good episode of TNA Impact Wrestling. It may have seemed like I didn't even watch the damn thing. I did watch the damn thing. I can assure you of that right now. But we saw MVP and Dixie Carter in what was a heated exchange with both those back to back, front to front, eye to eye. And the balance of power in TNA is about to change between MVP and Dixie Carter, because Dixie Carter has been put on notice by one MVP. All in all, though, this was a great episode. Kurt Angle got injured. We've seen the ankle lock applied on EZ3. That didn't work out too well because Kurt Angle got destroyed. We've seen what we already know of was Abyss as being, well, we all know what happened here, Joseph Park. But all right, I'm gonna stop this review here because this sucked. Like I said, I haven't watched TNA in a long time. You can see I'm not up to speed. I'm not up to date. You asked for it. The reviews will get better in time. Actually, I can see I'm very rusty here. This isn't my thing. I'm not one to review TNA. I haven't watched TNA in a long time, so this is my best. I could redo it and do it all over again, but I'm not gonna do that because this is the best you're gonna get right now. Subscribe. Oh wait, I gotta give this episode out of 10 stars. 7.5 out of 10 stars. I feel that's a fair grade. Subscribe.